It's got to be day 4 of the Bridechilla 30 Days of Wedding Planning. I'm Alicia. If you haven't met me already, strap yourself in. I host the Bridechilla podcast and I'm the founder of Bridechilla. Don't need to say it like that. And I am producing 30 days of wedding planning tips that I have learned over the last 300 episodes of making the Bridechilla podcast. And this little moment, I wanted to have a chat with you, just me and you, about this expectation that you have always dreamed of your big wedding day and you know everything that's going to be planned and everything is organized in your head. And I think for a lot of people that are attracted to the concept of Bridechilla, this is absolutely not the case. And it certainly wasn't for me. I had not a clue. I'd not ever thought about weddings. I thought about marriage and commitment and how much I was just really excited about taking that, not leap, taking that step. But I'd never really envisaged the day, if that makes any sense. I was excited about it, but I could not tell you what sort of dress I would like to wear, what my sort of imaginary dream venue would look like. I had none of that happening in my head. And I think for a lot of people that I've spoken to over the past 3 or 4 years now of making this show, is that they feel the same way, but you are made to feel bad for not having this great dream of a day. And in fact, I think it's totally normal and actually totally cool. The thing about planning a wedding is, if you dream about something since you were 4 or 5, I mean, that's weird. I mean, I dreamt about running empires. I dreamt about running businesses and flying first class on jets. Maybe I just had ambition over dreams of wedding. Not to diss if you've had dreams of wedding. I'm not saying you can't be ambitious as well. I just had different interests. But I find it really weird that people have these dreams since they were young and then they meet someone and they expect that their dream will absolutely correspond with the other person's expectations. And I think this is where people get a bit mixed up with it all and people can get conflicted with their partner's view of what they want weddings to be. And I go back to day 1 and day 2 of these videos, and if you haven't watched them, I'd highly encourage you just to take a step back after you've finished watching this. No spoilers. But I do talk about having really frank, honest relationship chats about what you expect your wedding to be. Because if you're not on the same page and you're not sharing the same vision and goal, it's very hard to come together and work as a team. And that goes for everything in your relationship. This is a bit of a secret here. Bridechilla as a concept, as a philosophy, as an ethos, really isn't about planning a wedding. I see it as a way to have a plan to work together and formulate the future and goals together. And it's also a really good time in your life to clean house of people that aren't cool for you or you're cool for them, and a way to find your voice, to be able to speak, as Oprah would say, speak your truth, but speak of what you desire and want. And, you know, going back to my thing about as a kid or as a teenager, I had ambition. I think I just wanted to make something of myself. I had ambition to really create and be in control of something. And that comes to a point of, if you're circling it back, the point of wedding planning and knowing what you want. It's also, I think, a key factor of maintaining your chill is being able to communicate that. So yeah, if you didn't have some great plan locked in your noggin since you were 5, it is perfectly acceptable. And I actually think encourage it, because also if you carry around expectations since you were a little kid or a teenager, surely you've changed and surely your viewpoint of the world has changed. So perhaps it's good to shed some of that dream stuff, or at least transition it into where you are in your life and come up with a new plan. And also formulate a plan with your partner, because that will ensure, as I'm going to speak about in future episodes, that your partner, your fellow weirdo that you have chosen to hook up with and make it legal, potentially, that will make sure that they're getting what they want as well. That it's not just one team. It is one team, one dream. I was going to say, it's not just one member of the team, one dream. It's both members of the team, one dream. There it is. So I think I think it's really important just to go back and have that conversation. And, you know, it's such a simple move, and it's such a simple thing to forget to do and then just fuck it all up. That's it. That's episode 3. Done and dusted. Dreams can come true or not. That's 2 bad songs I've put in one video. Tomorrow we are going in deep. It sounds gross. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about wedding planners and coordinators and this expectation that they are just for people who have lots of coin. I have really changed my perspective on working with planners and coordinators over the past few years of producing the podcast. I've talked to literally a bunch of them, and they are fabulous people and very affordable. And I will actually reveal tomorrow ways that you can save money by hiring a coordinator or planner. Hot damn, there it is. Are you enjoying these videos? I hope so. If not, I'm sorry. I've got lots more to share over the next, how many days a week? 24. So, 26 days. You could binge these all at once. You could watch them every day. You could just watch a couple that are relevant to you. I don't judge you. Do whatever you want. But I encourage you to subscribe and download the Bridechilla podcast. It's where you will get information, hundreds of hours of wedding planning content for freezies. Free. And also, I'd be a fool not to plug these here books, the Bridechilla Field Guide and Bridechilla Survival Guide. I wrote them myself, and they're pretty and they're colourful and they're non-gender specific, so all our same-sex couple friends can also use them and enjoy and not feel like you're always having to cross out bride or groom all the time, because that's boring. There it is. Thank you so much for watching. I love to hear your feedback. Also, I need a coffee. Please leave comments below and introduce yourself in the Bridechilla Facebook community. I'd love to meet new chillers, and happy days.